whatsoever.
Don't worry, I'm gonna actually take the camera and point it at you. Just a minute. I don't care. That's the beauty of life. Do it. I'd pay $2 for that.
He's all you roll. I would. It's cold enough out here.
All right. I got my buddy Ray Shabribri here. Pretty much we're going live. We're finally going to turn on the Jetta for the first time in years. So, yeah, this is exciting. Good stuff. Right now we're going to pull the fuel. What's going on, McDubbin? We're going to pull the fuel relay so the car can not get fuel in it first, because we need to crank the engine over a few times so we can get oil in areas that don't have oil. Since this is the first time this car is going to fire up, we got to build oil pressure. We got to get things all nice and lubricated. So let's get that going first. Which one is the fuel pump relay? Do you remember? All right, so hopefully you guys are excited. I know it's go time, Luis. So be patient, guys. This is gonna take a couple minutes. Right? Is Luis ready? Just so you guys know, it's open header, so it's gonna be super loud.
I have like this my husband's been making me cough like it's been terrible. I sound like a smoker. I'm like just like coughing and wheezing. It's terrible. So
Are you being shy?
are you gonna get the shot too, or planning on
I don't
getting
know
it?
yet. I wasn't gonna do it just because in the past I've always told you not to do it.
With the flu shot and stuff.
But I don't know. We just got our insurance at work, so I don't know. I'll see when I go in.
Because I just got my letter for underlying condition. You guys able to get it?
Well, we all were able to get it at work because we're medical. So.
There's a surge, and on eBay, there's some still on eBay. 2005 Volkswagen Mark IV Jetta GTI, number 409.
409?
That's my mom.
Yeah.
She's worried about getting it because the doctor was telling her
There we go.
she had to bring like a
Correct,
test
Yeah, it is the right one. I remember now.
just in case you.
All right.
Mine is just doesn't go any direction because since my body does not fight with things like that, like to go the direction of
All right. So we're gonna start cranking the engine. So we're gonna start cranking the engine right now. So bear with me. You're gonna hear a lot of cranking. We have to do this for about 5 to 7 minutes in sets of like 10 to 15 seconds at a time. So what's gonna happen is that we're gonna start cranking it higher because there's no fuel in the system. So we got to get it to build pressure because there's no oil on most of the area, so we have to get pressure built, and then once that's done, we're gonna fire it up. So here we go. This is the first time it's gonna crank too.
Yeah, because I talked to my allergist and she was telling me to wait till
Oh man,
my lung symptoms
why?
are better.
Dude. Woo! Woo! It works. It cranks. All right, so I can count to 5. Let that sit for a second.
You turn on the coffee.
It turns. All right, here we go again. I'm going, man. I'm like right there right now. I'm so excited.
Woo! You that excited?
I feel you, girl. Right there.
Any comments?
A couple.
Well, read them to me.
I can't.
Why?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, that was us.
All right, hold on. Let me read them right now. See what we got. Let's see. Tell everyone what Pinchel told me. I want this car to run forever, man. Seriously. It's my new life. Wake the Wookie. I want the roar bad. Ha ha ha. Like a child. All right. We got a couple more cranks and then it's going to be ready to fire. Oh. Dude, it's turning nicely.
She's funny because there's like certain words like she.
That start is pretty healthy.
Yeah, sounds healthy.
Sounds good.
And then other stuff, I hear it like what she's trying to say, but it sounds like
Yeah, it needs to be
it's just like good
turned over so much to build up oil pressure so nothing's a dry start.
Exactly. Who said that?
Benjamin.
Are you wearing jeggings? Does your dad know you're wearing jeggings?
My legs cramping.
Why?
Because the position I'm in.
Like, she's got
I'm not in a seat, you know? I'm on a frame rail.
butterflies that she really likes.
Jeggings. I should make it. The one that
I think one more.
Were you gonna change ECU?
Afterwards.
Okay.
It's gonna run like total dookie. It's gonna look for all the sensors, but it needs to run. That's
Okay,
it.
alright, I was just didn't know if you want to do that first before you started.
It's so much work. Pull the ECU out of this car. It's never pulled out, so
She looks
I'll do it. I'll do it afterwards.
She looks super lightweight.
All right, 2 more times, and we're gonna fire this bad boy up.
About 20. Yeah, but she's really like tall and lean.
I hope the fuel
That's
pump
what I'm
works,
saying. She
man.
looks super lightweight. Yeah, but she like her she's ranging between like
Dude, it's got over half a
12
tank of
stuff
gas.
to like 12 to 18 and she's
Hopefully it's
but she's
decent
just
gas.
warm, so everything's kind of like pretty. Like, oh, it works.
All right, one more crank over. We're gonna fire this baby on.
No banging, you didn't miss it yet.
It's gonna turn on.
All right. Fuel pump relay going in.
Go, Kurt, go. Go, Kurt. What happened? Did it not start?
Be careful.
Where's the fire extinguisher?
I just heard the fuel pump kick on. I just heard the fuel pump kick on.
Oh, it's
Woo! All right, guys. So what's gonna happen is that it's gonna turn over. It's gonna stutter really bad because it hasn't had fuel pressure probably for a decent amount of time. So we're gonna have to crank it quite a few times for it to fire, but it will fire. I hope so. Let's see here what we got.
You guys don't know lungs already?
All right, guys, here it goes. We're gonna fire this bad boy up. It's open header, by the way. So it's gonna be super loud.
I'm gonna turn their volumes down.
Yeah, turn your volume full pop. Hear this baby roar. Make sure it's in neutral.
Where's it gonna go?
True.
Where's it gonna go?
It might go over there.
Right off of those,
There it goes.
There
Oh,
we go.
oh! It just wanted to crank. Whoo! It's right there. I don't have the O2 sensors plugged in.
It might help.
it's not gonna fire with them plugged in. Ah.
you lost all that hair, you lost your brain.
I know.
No, it's just overheating because it's not letting it out. So it's frying his brain.
He hasn't cut this.
Oh, I know. Ouch!
You should see a lumbo.
I should bring him out.
I was trying to figure out what to do for...
For tomorrow? Eggs?
All right.
Can make sense.
All right. We got O2 sensors plugged back in.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's so thick.
It's super thick here.
You got a helmet going on there.
It was like.
Got a good idle, huh? Damn, it's running! Fired right up. That's right. Get your house garage. And Ray Ray. Now we have to let it run for about 10 minutes, turn it off, and drain the oil immediately. Charlene, I got a timer on your phone?
Yeah.
Put it for 9 minutes.
But,
oh, you gotta go.
no, I don't think so. But, 10 minutes, you're gonna have to, the cone sensors, the fan system are hooked up, and I don't think the fan module is on. So 10 minutes.
It's all plugged in.
Well,
The only one that's not plugged in is the fan switch.
yeah, so that would plug that in.
Yeah, I gotta get that one pushed in. But, I mean, it won't get that hot in 10 minutes. Oh man, sounds so good. Now, you gotta keep in mind that the valves are gonna be a little ticky due to the fact that it's gotta break in everything that's in there. But it sounds great. You know, there is a tick, and that's normal.
Just gotta build up.
Yeah. Dude, that straight pipe sounds so good. That sounds so good. Sounds like a stock VR.
So it's 706.
7. I put it 713. Like that. Yeah, we just gotta let it run, then drain the oil, and then do a whole other oil change again. Now you're gonna see a lot of smoke coming out of it. It's normal because of all the oil and on my hands and everywhere else. It's gonna be normal for that to happen. It doesn't have the dog bone, so you'll see a lot of vibration. But again, it sounds really good. All I want is the oil to get hot, that's it. Dude, with everything plugged up, it's still, I look pretty decent. Yeah, it sounds good. We're not even done with it yet.
The ECS tuning filter has a drain port. Oh, it wasn't all the way closed.
All right, 2 more minutes and we're done. We're gonna turn it off. We gotta drain the oil and inspect it. And then go down to another more oil and do another oil change and run it. On the clanky side. Okay. It's a little clanky. Probably because it still has to break in the valves. We'll see in a little bit.
That's a roar. I felt that. Yeah, dude.
All right, gotta turn it off.
You're at the dentist office, right? Oh, I know. Okay.
See, your fire's right back up. All right.
Everything.
Tongs for clean planes. I've got tongs for dirty planes.
Oh man. Yeah, the valves are gonna get louder until the car actually breaks in. We use what we call a zinc additive. So when you use a zinc additive, it's gonna get loud until we get thinner oil inside of here. They're all brand new valves on the head, so it's gonna be a little on the loud side until we get the oil pressure correct using proper oil in general. Whenever you guys run an engine for the very first time, you have to run thick oil because there's no gap in anything. We have to run the car for about 10 to 15 minutes and then drain the oil immediately and then inspect the oil for any bad rods or rod bearings or main cap bearings. We gotta look for glitter for any damage to any of those components. But as the car turned on and ran and started running and building proper oil pressure, the noise went away almost completely and then they started kicking back on. Again, that is the nature of any engine rebuild. My 1.8T didn't get quiet until about a week. So we're gonna keep turning it on, running oil, changing oil until we actually get to that point where the engine will start sound like a stock VR. Obviously, until it starts, we go after that. But we know for a fact everything's wired up correctly. The car turns on. That is the whole entire today's purpose, is to make sure this car fires up and I put its first oil change in. So that's all I wanted to show you guys today. I got to get back to work and I got to drain the oil. I got to go buy another oil change for this car and then see how it runs from there. Probably next week I'm going to get this car on the ground and start driving it and going from there and see how the car will run. We got to get the battery in the trunk though first. That's going to be the first thing we got to mock up, fix all the wiring in the engine bay, and then once that's all said and done, I'll be able to get the axles and get the wheels on and drive the car. But we got it running. That's literally the biggest step in this entire project, is getting the car running. The car fires right up with no hesitation.
And then she started to go up.
Only lights that we're getting are for things that we unplugged, but that's okay.
I'm getting good.
You're welcome, Chris. Definitely welcome. But it's super exciting that the car fired up the moment we just gave it fuel. It didn't give us any hesitation. It didn't give us any like misfiring or trying to run incorrectly. Everything that matters kicked on. Everything that matters didn't give us any shorts. All the wire harness is fully intact. No issues with the harness at all. So super cool. Now I'm gonna go get another change of oil and go from there. So Luis, just so you know, I need you to Venmo me some cash for the oil changes, because there's gonna have a lot of oil changes before you before you get to drive this, you get to turn this engine on for your car. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna give it an oil change. If you guys have any questions before I say goodbye, post them up right now. If not, I'm gonna get back to work. You're welcome, Chris.
They're gonna have to send that plane. The mosquitoes are coming back.
Bye, Abby.
Hey.
She says she can't take you seriously with your.
Hold on.
I asked what she does in the bedroom.
Hey, hold on. You haven't even seen it with it off. Watch.
I asked if she has to turn the lights on. Ooh.
I'm surprised. But yet I still look angry.
She was talking about going to the car. I'm like, you should have just blacked out one of his teeth along with it. It would have been all good.
They said he looks like that little Angry Bird, the red one.
I look like one of the Angry Birds.
I was
Just a Mexican one.
Why don't you just go buy some of the Charlie Chaplin plastic nose with the glasses, you know, so it'll put eyebrows on you.
I agree.
No, you can get the fake mustache. You can just
Why
get
don't
the
you
one
just
in
get the
the.
mustache you had at your
That's why I
wedding?
said you get the one
At
in
your
the one.
wedding.
Bye, guys. Talk to you guys later. I'm going to go live later tonight after I'm done with all of this, if I have enough time. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, enjoying, seeing a whole year's worth of progress on this car, and it runs. So now that the most important part is done, we're now going to get to work on doing the rest of it and making it look amazing afterwards. All right, guys.